Hi, this is Bobby Tewksbury with TewksHitting.com. We're here with Brianna from Austin, Texas in My Swing, episode 8. So today we are going to take a look at obviously a softball player, and we've got some different angles. We got a side angle, kind of a angled side angle, and then a back angle. So we'll get this video started, and Brianna and her father have been working on some stuff. This video is from a little bit over a month ago. They just started working on some things, trying to get some changes going, and we're going to look at the side view first. I have obviously Brianna here working on her swing, and I'm not going to say the name because it's a college player, and I don't want to step on any NCAA toes with this, but I'll say a very successful college softball player, probably the best college softball player right now, at least statistically. So we see some similar bat angles with the bat kind of laid off, and this isn't something that I necessarily promote, but I'm not against it. It's not a problem. It's just a style thing. So what I'm seeing just from in general, the timing of when pieces are moving, when the bat's moving, I think is the biggest area of potential improvement here. Brianna, you've got some solid moves. You look like you have good hand-eye coordination. There's a lot of good stuff going on, but the timing of when movements are happening, I think, is where you're going to see the most benefit. So what we see here is we've got this bat, kind of, some people might call that wrapping. It's just setting a good angle. My concern with this is we've got some movement back while that bat is kind of loading back and wrapping and getting that angle. So I mentioned a different My Swing that the hands are getting kind of outside the foot there. So we've got some sliding back, bat getting set. I just want to show a little difference here in when the bat angle is coming forward. So we've got some serious hip action going on. So forward move, hips getting closed, and the bat is working to that angle all at the same time. Now this was a high school clip of this player, and it kind of looked like an off-speed pitch. I couldn't tell for sure, but it looked like an off-speed pitch. But we can see that the angle of that bat working forward is happening during that forward move versus when you're getting that angle going, it's on the way back. So you can go back. I've said this before. You got to be careful about the angle getting too stacked up so that you're not getting loaded over the back leg, stacked up over the back leg, because then the ground reaction force is all messed up and you don't want to be there. I've talked about that in a lot of these My Swings. But you get to an angle maybe a little too far back, but it's not terrible. Could be worse, could be better. But the angle of this bat getting behind is way too early. You're moving to the ball. We've got some decent angles where the lead arm is up, the back arm is down. We've got some hip opening. So again, there's some good angles, some good stuff going on, but the timing of when you're getting loaded is where I see the most area of improvement. So we'll just watch this one more time. So this hitter's got fairly big move back, and it's very early, very early, but she's not creating any kind of loading action, and she's not getting dynamic and loaded over while she's stacked up here. She's getting that gather early so she can then work from that position. And one way of wording this is the bat is going to be working deeper later. And when the bat is deeper, it's inside the ball. And this is something we had a clinic at my facility here, AB Athletic Development, and I talked about this, and it really seemed to make sense. So we're gonna keep moving forward here, and turn the volume down on that. But you're just gonna see the bat's just kind of get into that. It's getting more into a set position. It's getting more preset into that back position, and it's when it gets back there too early. So we're going to see, I like that we got a little windmill action. So softball parents and coaches, I like to see some windmill and BP. But we've got this bat pretty set and back as this ball is being released. That's what I want to kind of look at. So we're going to get some other hitters in here. I don't have many softball clips from this angle, so we're going to go with some baseball players. I hope that's all right. So again, we're going to see this angle getting back early. And we go from this vertical position here. Let me get pulls back a little bit. A couple key differences, just some posture stuff. You're very, very much up and down. I wouldn't mind seeing the shoulders a little more forward, some more hinge kind of at the hips here, so you can see he's got some just posture differences. And some of that's BP. In a game, I find the hitters are way more intense with their body and getting prepared, so not the end of the world there, but something to maybe implement is getting that posture going. So when the pitcher's kind of getting to the top of his arm circle, the bat's already working back. And at this point, the bat is as deep as it's going to be. It might wrap a little bit more. So we'll say right there. So from here, from this position, the only thing the bat's going to do is work forward, and you're working away from being inside the ball. So if we have, if we could draw a vertical line right here, the bat is working towards that line immediately. And what we see with some other hitters that are really good is that timing is different. So this is, let me slide this down just a hair so we can see the pitcher in there. So as this ball is being released, his bat, and this is a major league pitcher, this is a quick reaction time. I got the mouse right on the tip of the bat. His bat is moving not back, it's actually going forward as the ball is being released, where your bat is already set and back. So from this point, if we draw this vertical line, the bat is going to work deeper. The bat is going to work inside the ball so that it can open from the inside later. And when I talk about swing direction, this is really, really a great demonstration and a great visual of this. So we can see the bat is going to work back. I'll put the mouse right on the tip again. So the bat works back later. So the bat, instead of pushing towards the zone, which is what's happening with you, the bat's working into the zone. It's working from inside to out right away. Pujols, and we're going to look at some other hitters, they're getting the bat inside the ball later. They're actually getting on plane, getting inside, getting deeper, all in the same move. And these are the kind of the core swing characteristics that I like to talk about. Let's take a look at Barry Bonds, and I'm going to slide him over so we get the picture again. Again, major league pitching, and some of this is going to be athleticism. Not every hitter is going to be able to tip out and have the bat moving out like this, but it's more about the timing of what the bat's doing when it's coming back. So again, ball's released, bat is tipping out, and draw that vertical line again. The bat is going to be working deeper. It's going to be getting inside the ball. It's working more inside the ball as the ball is approaching the plate. I love the look. The ball getting closer and the bat looking like it's going the wrong direction, like it's working away from the ball. It's one of my favorite visuals. And we see the lead arm working up, the back arm's getting down, hips are opening. This would be the truth position that I talk about. So phenomenal actions going on. Got a couple more. Hank Aaron, who's pretty good, to say the least. Similar actions going on. And we can't see the pitcher in this one, but I wanted to share it anyway. So we get that bat to tip out, and it's going to work inside. It's going to work deeper as the lower body's opening up. So for you can see that hips are coming forward and the hands are coming forward and everything's kind of working at the same time. And the adjustment is get the bat to go back later. The bat's going to move based on how your body moves. The bat, unless you just drop the bat, it's not going to move on its own. So we have to kind of get ourselves set up in a better position. And it can be hard to trust. That's one of the, I guess, biggest challenges, is trusting that this bat is going to get to the ball and realizing that this is actually a quicker swing and it's a shorter swing. We'll go two more. We're going to do Ted Williams because he's pretty good as well. Again, can't see the pitcher, but we're going to see some similar actions. With just talking about this angle and how the bat is working deeper. And it's just a very strong visual. I mean, his hands are dropped way down, and this is a drill that I would recommend for you to do. where you kind of keep your hands, you get your hands down low, but try to get the hands low when the ball is being released. So you can see that your hands are already all the way up when that ball is being released. So leave the hands down here, and this is kind of the halfway home drill you can mess around with low hands, but try to get yourself in a position where you can react to the pitch with barrel movement, not get to a loaded position and you're reacting to a pitch location and going towards the ball. You're kind of presetting your plane and going right to it, instead of putting the bat in a position where you can adjust the plane, where you can work inside later. So again, with this one, just seeing the same stuff over and over. And this is, I always say, once you see this stuff, once you see these mechanics, there's no going back, because I just showed Bonds, Pujols, Ted Williams, Hank Aaron. These are some of the greatest hitters of all time doing the same thing. And just one more to look at is Josh Donaldson. Just another look at it. More of a modern hitter. Not that Pujols isn't modern, but just another look at it with a bigger leg kick. I know Josh talks about getting his hands down and feeling like he's timing up to the release of the pitch, and the timing of being on time to pitch release, being on time to getting ready and gathering, and there's a lot of different ways to word it, but getting on time to release so that you can then adjust. And then all of this part is an adjustment to the location, the timing, but we're getting the bat on plane, we're getting the bat inside, we're getting the swing deeper, and I think you would get a lot of benefit from that, Brianna. So that's my swing, episode 8, and thank you for submitting your video. If you'd like a chance to win a My Swing for yourself, or be selected, I should say, submit your video. I'll have the link posted to submit, and hopefully you guys have learned some stuff from this, and we can see some positive change and some swings around the country. So thanks for listening, thanks for watching, appreciate it, and take care. Thank you.